and then your strategy right now is to just micro DCA, and you're just buying a little bit every single day. So yeah, maybe you can comment a little bit on your current allocation. Also, are you more Bitcoin heavy? Are you more altcoin heavy?
Sure.
And what's your current thoughts on the markets, crypto markets?
First of all, like when I disagree with Ben and Guy, it's tough because first of all, Ben's a really super smart guy. He's got his PhD in nuclear fission, I believe. He's a nuclear engineer, so pretty smart gentleman. And then Guy has nothing but tons and tons of great data and information over there at CoinBR. They got a great team over there. But I've always disagreed with their philosophy, mostly Ben's philosophy. And it was very simple. And the philosophy Ben's, I still think he's right, actually. And we talked about this. Me and Ben both believe, and Guy, we all three believe that we're going to see more of a tumble this year, 2023. It's going to be a turbulent year. It's not going to be as crappy straight down as, say, 2022. But I think we're still going to see some more downside just because of the macro events that are going on. However, saying that, there's still little bull runs everywhere you look. And we just had one. We just had like a minute. Some might call it a bull trap. Some might call it a bounce. Some might call it just a bear rally. But regardless, we went up massively. I mean, Bitcoin went up between 20 and 23% in roughly 7 days. We had Ethereum go up like roughly 21, 22%. You had Cardano go up 40%. You had Solana go up, I want to say it's 145%. It was a massive gain. So like everywhere along, there's gains to be had. Just you got to stick into the game, and it's going to suck for a while. So what I do is I say, okay, look, I know things are going to be bad. I don't think I'm going to start to dollar cost average like I used to, but I'm going to cut that by about, 70 to 90% of what I usually put in, and just do what it's called micro DCA. That way I can take a little bit of funds. So like, here's an example. So from the 16th of December, well, actually essentially the whole year of 2022, I was putting in $40 a day for Bitcoin. Not a massive amount like I used to put in, for some people that is a massive amount. It doesn't matter. It's whatever you can do. But if you take like the last 2 weeks, like 16th of December, and then you go to like the 9th of January, 8th of January, $40 for 25 days or so, it's about $1,000, right? We went up 25%. So let me do some quick math here. It's $1,250, right? So $1,250. So in that framework of time, and you can go back as much as you want to, actually, but I just took a very basic one, just 2 weeks, 25 days, well, I guess 3 weeks and 3.5 weeks. And you just take that and go, okay, I put this much in, I'm going to take some profits along the way. That could be 20%, that could be 10%, whatever it want you to do, and you have fresh powder. And the reason why I do it is because in 2017, I thought I was the genius because everything went up. But then I realized that I'm not that smart as 2018 came in and kicked me in the teeth. And I just watched all the gains that I had drop off the cliff in 2018. And I had a hard time selling. I had no problems buying because everybody was saying, what? Diamond hands, hold forever. John McAfee was saying everything's going to go to $1 million or Bitcoin's on them. And I believed it. Now what I do is I just stay in the game and I just do this a little bit of selling here and there for muscle memory. Because at some point, and I don't know when this is, I'm thinking 2025, maybe 2026, maybe 2027, we get a big, huge rally like we've had in the past. Don't know when it is. And at that point, I want to have that muscle memory to remember, hey, you know how to sell, you can sell, you have a plan, put that plan of action and just do it. And that's it. So that was the point why I disagree with Ben and Guy. But in the long run, I think we're all going to be fine as long as we just stick around. So yeah.
I agree, yeah. And that was also a learning for me from 2017, 18. I did pretty much everything wrong in those 2 years that you could do. But I think probably once you have to go through the cycle, or you have to learn and really listen to somebody that has gone through the cycle and then execute on that experience to avoid making the same mistake. Yeah. But yeah, what really matters is not too much when you buy, but how long you hold. If you're betting on the right horses, obviously. If you buy stuff that's going to zero, it doesn't matter how long you hold it, obviously. But if you bet on the right coins that have strong development, innovation, product market fit, I think then it's just a matter of patience and timeframes and time horizons. So in that context, maybe you can share besides Bitcoin, and I think you also have some Ethereum. What are some of your favorite coins out there? And what is your current state of thinking about Cosmos?
Right now, it's looking pretty good there's three that I think look pretty good. It's Polygon, Avalanche, and Cosmos. And I never really got into Cosmos, and people would talk about layer 0. I'm like, sure, whatever. But then when I think it was on your channel, I think you said it perfectly. You said, Cosmos, Luna was built on Cosmos. And with the crash that happened, which sank the entire market as far as like the price action, well, really it was FTX doing a lot of shady things behind the scenes and Celsius and Voyager and da-da-da. But he said, even as that happened, which it was built on Cosmos, nothing happened to the ecosystem itself because everything is independent with their validators. And I had to think about that for a long, hard second. And I thought about like the things that are built on, everything. Like Ethereum is a layer 1 foundation. If Ethereum goes down, everything goes down. And Solana, next thing. If Solana goes down, which it seems like to go down a lot, just kidding, Solana holders, but not really. But it'll have these issues, and then that'll take everything down. But with Solana, you can do these things, and you can make things happen. Now, having said that, I know there's some issues with validators, and for every new project that goes on there, there's a discrepancy or a different two ways to look at it. And tell me if I'm wrong here, Cito, is that the validators that they have, you can use the validators for Cosmos, or if you're going to do your own chain and you want to be truly decentralized, you have to make your own validators and get your own validators in there.
Yeah.